Hello, it's Fabulous Friday. Today is a PD day for my girls. So hubby has taken them to his work. Good luck with that. So that I can focus and get on with my day today. But before I go and teach a play yoga class and train with an awesome personal training client, I wanted to share something that I've been working on. So I have been invited to one of the schools in Toronto to speak at a wellness seminar about picky eaters or family nutrition. And as I was putting it together, I realized that this is such good information that I know other people can benefit from. So I wanted to share some of my tips to help incorporate vegetables and to teach healthy eating to my children. By no means am I perfect. No one is, but I want to be able to instill healthy eating habits and to teach that now that will last throughout their life, right? So I'll give an example from what happened to me yesterday. So I made salmon cakes, super easy. You buy salmon in a can, throw it in a bowl. I have two big packages, add 2 eggs and whatever spices you want, and then you just cook them in coconut oil and other sides, you're done. With a serving of broccoli. Now my kids love broccoli, but they didn't always love broccoli. So our rule in our house is you have to at least try it. If it's on your plate, you have to at least try it. You have to take a bite. And the reason for this is it takes kids anywhere from 10 to 20 times of trying something before they decide they like it. Same for adults too. Now, as we get older, our taste buds do change. So maybe as a child you hated tomatoes, but now you love them. That's just because our taste buds do change. But if there is something that your child is like, oh, I don't want to eat that, just by looking at it, a really good rule is take one bite and tell me. Now, this doesn't always work in your favor. Most of the time they're like, I still don't like it. But over time, it can change, and it has changed for the broccoli. Another trick I did with broccoli is at first I made a cheese sauce, and I put the cheese sauce on top for them. And as they started to enjoy the cheese sauce with the broccoli, it was really easy to switch to just a little bit of butter and salt. They'll eat a ton of broccoli. But my example from yesterday is my eldest daughter loves the salmon cakes. My youngest daughter, not so much. So what we did, again, the rule was you have to try a bite. She said she didn't like it. So now, I'm not a short order cook, so another kind of mini tip in between is you don't make separate meals for the kids, but you don't make it a battle, okay? You're not going to force them to eat because that only creates resistance and it can create unhealthy eating habits. Like you're eating something or you're eating when you don't want to eat, right? So really just being conscious of that. I know as a parent, you're just like, eat your food. I get it. I totally get it. Especially if you have made the meal yourself and you put time and love into it, it can frustrate you. So I gave her an option. I said, okay, you ate your broccoli, that's great, but you need protein. So what are you going to have as your protein? And she knew that I wasn't going to make her chicken, for example. So she said, I'll have cashews. And the reason for this is I've taught them what has healthy fats in it, what has protein, what has fiber. And I always speak about when we eat a meal, we want to have all those 3 things. So I wasn't going to pick a battle with her. She did not like the salmon cakes. So she had a handful of cashews and broccoli. And for dessert, she had some mashed up banana with some milk. Really, like, on the scheme of things, that's excellent for a lot of kids, right? And not having that battle. And what it's also teaching her is that, she can make her own healthy decisions. And these are kind of the tips that we all need, and we all need to share with each other so that we can help, foster healthy eating in our children. And another thing that we use in our house is the word healthy. So we will say unhealthy and healthy, and we will discuss the reasons as to why. We don't restrict anything really in the house. It's not, if they want a piece of chocolate, they get a little piece. They understand portion sizing and that, because I find that by restricting those things, it only makes them want to have it more, especially sugar. Sugar is really so addicting. So teaching them that eating healthy most of the time and then having a little bit of chocolate or a piece of cake at a party, teaching them that moderation and that balance. Now I want to hear from you. I want to know, what are your tricks and tips to get your kids to eat more? If you have a picky eater, some parents are like, my kids eat everything, and that's amazing. Maybe they have tips that they're not telling us. But I want to hear what tips you have or ideas that help you foster healthy eating and nutrition in your family. I hope you are having a fantastic day. It's Friday! Have an amazing weekend. And if you're like me and have the kids on a PD day, later we're going to be going out for a walk and going to Canada's Wonderland this evening. Have a great weekend.